Okay, I have an obsession and I wanted to share it with you guys, and it is do-it-yourself lash extensions. So this company that I like to use is called, oops, there's a lash on it, is called Flutterhabit. And what they do is they will send you 6 sets of lashes, and they say that they last 5 days. Okay, so you apply them with, and I have tried a bunch of different glues. I do keep coming back to theirs. It's called the Glad Girl Lash Lock Glue. You can buy it on Amazon, but I think it's cheaper on the Flutterhabit site. Anyway, they send you 6 sets. They say each lasts you 5 days. Mine lasts me a week solid. And then sometimes longer, but sometimes I'll just take them off and put on a fresh set. So today I'm applying a fresh set, and I have one more piece to put on the outside. I've tried to do a lot of videos on how to apply these, and every time I do, I mess up so bad. So I didn't trust myself to do the whole set to teach you how to do it because it's a disaster. But what I could do is show you how to put on one piece. I'm pretty confident in myself I can put on one piece without destroying it. So I'm gonna scoot you back just a little bit. I'm going to tell you some tricks about these lashes, okay? When you are applying any type of lash, make sure that you have a mirror that is super easy to use. So I am going to use a big mirror, and I'm going to hold it kind of down. So I'm going to prop it down here on my desk so that when I look down, I can see up under my lashes. Because if I'm looking up, it just gets tricky, okay? So you want to kind of be able to, no, maybe that's wrong. Maybe I don't want to do that. We're going to figure this out together, okay? So here's my first trick. You get this set of 6, and each of these lashes, so these guys, these are just like normal lashes, but they're a lot higher quality. You could technically do the same idea with duo glue and lashes that you get at Target, like Ardell lashes or House of Lashes or whatever you buy at Walmart or Target, okay? So they come, my baby pulled that section off, but basically it's a whole strip of lashes, but they've already cut them in pieces for you, and you glue them to the underside of your lashes. It helps it look more natural. It makes it look more like what's called a lash extension, and then it helps it last longer. So it's a pretty cool idea. But what you can do is you can just buy regular lashes, cut them into chunks yourself, and put them on with duo glue that you get at Walmart or Target, and you'll look fabulous too. I choose these because if you go to Walmart or Target and you get a set of good Ardell lashes, they're between $5 and $7 a piece, or like $3.50 to $5 a piece. These lashes, the Flutterhabit lashes, it's about $30 for this box, but you're getting 6 sets. So they're around $5 a piece. So to me, it's the same price, but the quality that you get on these is so much better because, let me show you. Do I have an example? Guys, I've tried a lot of different styles of lashes. Most of the time when you buy lashes, you'll see that they're very thin. Like when they're curling up, it's like one layer of thinness. When you get one of these, let me hold it. I just have one little tuft right here. When you get these, they're fluffier. You've got layers of lashes. And so when you put them on, there's a lot more dimension, and I think it looks so much prettier. So I prefer these lashes. It's about the same price as you'll get at Walmart or Target, but the quality is way, way better. And I'm gonna just fix my hair. Okay, so to put them on, they're not easy to put on at first. The first time you put them on, you will probably not like them, and that's okay. I didn't either. I freaked out, actually. But the process is simple. It just takes practice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my tweezers. I got these tweezers at Walgreens or CVS. They're the Kiss brand, but you can go on Amazon and buy a cheap set of eyelash tweezers. Do like eyelash application tool or something, and you'll get something like this. But this is just a cheapo from CVS. And you're gonna pull off the tuft from the box, okay? And you gotta make sure you have clean hands. And then what it has is there's this band right there at the end that holds all the hairs together. And they've put a little bit of adhesive on the band, on the underside of the band, so that it sticks to the box and they stay in place. You don't want that on there all the time, okay? It will be uncomfortable and be sticky. So what you do is you just pinch your little fingers and you gently roll your fingers through the lashes, and you kind of roll and pick off that glue. And usually I don't struggle this much, but it's fine. Okay, so you get all that adhesive off. Then, for comfort's sake, you're gonna look at the band, and what they've done is when they chopped it into chunks, they left a little bit of excess on each end. This is dual purpose. You're gonna go in with some hair cutting scissors or some little tiny scissors. Flutterhabit actually sells little scissors, and you're gonna trim off the plastic tabs as far as you can, like this, okay? And what that's gonna do is allow you to put the sections closer together, and then it's also way more comfortable because like on these edges out here, you don't have a little piece of plastic that's hanging off the end, it's just flush with the lash. Okay, here's your other trick. The older your tube of glue, the better. They last, I think, 6 months. It says 24 months. Some girls even leave the lid off so it kind of gets dried out. I've had this tube of glue for probably 2 months, and it gets easier and easier to apply my lashes the older the glue gets because it gets a little tacky. Okay, getting the right amount of glue is pretty important. You don't want to get too little, obviously, because then it won't stick to your lashes. You don't want to get too much because then it'll just make a mess and you'll be mad. So what you're going to do is the best way to do it is to flip your lash upside down like this, trust me, and you're going to squeeze the tube up till you see a little bead come out, and then you run the lash through the bead. Because I can guarantee you the first time you use it, you hold your lash like this and you do this, you're gonna squirt glue everywhere because you're gonna have a fresh tube of glue where the glue is all nice and runny and wet and fresh. You don't want that. You want old, stale, dried out glue. So hold it upright, squeeze it barely till you get that little bead. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna let it sit for like a solid 45 seconds to a minute. Like you just want it to sit on the box and behave itself. So usually what I do to make it go fast is you saw that process where I pulled off the adhesive, trimmed the edges. Usually what I'll do is I will go into my box. I'll pick it here. Let me move this lash and I'll show you in real things, okay? So what I would do is I would pull off that section, pull off the adhesive, trim the edges, apply the glue, set it down to dry. Pick up the next set, pull off the adhesive, trim the edges, put the glue on, set it down to dry. Pick up the third one, pull off the adhesive, trim off the edges, put on the glue, set it down to dry. Pull off the last one, pull off the adhesive, trim the edges, put the glue on, set it down to dry. By the time I've done that, the first piece that I've applied the glue to is usually ready to apply. So I think that took me about 45 seconds to do. So what I'm gonna do is show you the right amount of glue to get, because I can let this sit a little bit longer. I can tell it's still pretty shiny. You'll see it kind of lose a little bit of its shine. You want your glue to be about 1 to 2 millimeters tall. So you can see, and this is so hard to show in a video, I'm gonna do it upside down so I don't lose it. Do you see the end of my band and that bead of glue on there? Where's that lash that has no glue? Here's a lash that has no glue and a very long tab. Okay, there's a lash with no glue. There's a lash with glue on the end. Okay, get a good amount of glue on there, like the 2 millimeters, do the full 2 millimeters. It does make them last longer. I kind of tested it out and played with it a little bit. It definitely makes it last longer. Then here's the tricky part, is me being able to show you on camera what I am doing while I can still see what I'm doing. You might see up my nose. I'm just gonna move you down here. Hope you can still see. I'm gonna rotate my mirror. Don't lose me, don't lose me. Nope, what I'm gonna do is I will be right back. So I'm gonna pick up my lash by the little ends of the lash, like not the end, probably the middle of it, and you'll have to play with your hand placement. That's the trickiest part, is learning how to hold your hands and hold the lash and everything. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up and pick up my eyelid the best that I can, like I'm pulling it off my eyeball, and I'm gonna come in, oh, I didn't leave myself enough room. I'm gonna come in and I'm going to be able to expose my lash line and put it on there. The tackier glue, the better. And it will fall down a little bit. See that, how it's falling? I keep holding my eyelid up, and the glue is, you got to think about what's happening here. The glue is getting on your natural lashes, and the glue is starting to dry. So let it do its thing for a second. Let it dry a little bit more. Oh, I have a loose one. There we go. Let it get a little bit more dry so that it can obviously adhere to your lashes. But that's going to help it adhere to your natural lashes and dry on the fake lash too. And then as your best friend is going to be patient and leave it alone. I almost can never be patient and leave it alone though. So what I'll do is I'll flip my tweezers over to the other side and just kind of give it help to like stay up straight and stay on my lashes right there. And that's it. And you do that and you repeat it for all your lashes. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here and talk some more. Okay, so I'm all done. So these will stay on for a week at least. I sleep in them, I exercise in them, I shower in them, I wash my face with them. To wash my face, what I do is I get my microfiber cloth. I use my fingers and massage my cleanser all over my face. And then I go in with my microfiber cloth and I wrap it around my finger like this. And I come down in like this and I wipe all along my lash line so it gets really down in there. And then I let the shower rinse out my lashes, but I don't ever like rub and scrub them. They're not on your eyes for long enough. It's okay if they just have like a little rinse. And then when I sleep, I try to sleep with a firm pillow, because if you sleep with a firm pillow right on your face, you should be able to still blink and open your eyes without it brushing the pillow, because that will like make them ski-womped and knock them loose earlier, and you want them to stay on as long as possible. If you have kind of oily eyelids, they might come off sooner. But you might want to play around with the glues, like an application. The longer I use them, like I've been using them for over a year now, the longer I use them, the longer they stay on. And I think that has to do with application skills. So I think the longer I practice applying them, the better I've gotten and the longer they've lasted. So if you try them for a little while and they don't last as long at first, that's okay. It's a learning process, and the more time you practice, the better you'll be at it. So I hope this was helpful. If you want to give it a try and you need help finding the website, let me know. I'm not an affiliate for Flutterhabit. I've actually asked twice and they told me no both times, but I love them still and I wear them every day. So if you would like to try it, then you can comment below and I'll try to help you find a link.